In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up Allegro on a lab computer. So first of all, start Visual Studio. Obviously on the lab computers they're running Windows XP, so you go start all programs and find Visual Studio there. Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 and launch it that way. Okay, but I have running Windows 7 here. So create a new empty project and give your project a name. Make sure you save it on your U drive. So start typing U:/ there and type in the location where you need to save your project and give your project a name. So I'm just going to call this test. Now I don't have a U drive here, so I'm actually just going to save it onto my C drive here, okay? But you'll have to type in location U drive there, create a new project, and make sure you type in U:/ for the location. So I'm going to call this delete me test, okay? There we go. Click on OK. So what you need to do in Visual Studio is when you've got your project created, you right click on the project there, go to the properties of the project and go to VC++ directories, and this has already got an include directory set up, so don't worry about it. But usually you click on in the lab, you're going to click on include directories, edit, and click the new symbol there and start typing M:, which is your student distrib, /Allegro /include, and click on OK. Then you go down to library directories and the same thing, you click on edit, make a new folder there, M:// Allegro /lib. And then the last setting you do is go into linker, go to input. Again, this is already set up, but usually you're going to come in here. Now what I usually do to make sure I get the file name correct, I'm actually going to navigate to the M drive, go into the lib folder, and it's this first one here. Never mind about the allegro.lib. It's this one here. Okay, so it's Allegro. I'll zoom in so you can see the file name. It's Allegro-442 mdlib. So choose Control-C to copy the file name. Sorry, what I've done there previously is press F2 to rename the file, and then you go in just and edit the file. Control-C, and zoom out there, cancel out of that, and then Control-V to paste that file name in there, and then you click on OK. So that's how you add Allegro to your project. So now if you go and add a new C++ file, again on your network drive, make sure that the location here is U:/, okay? Not C drive, it's C because I'm actually running this on my home computer. And then you just start typing #include ALLEG. And if you set that up correctly, when you do #include, Visual Studio will code complete and you should see there's allegro.h, and you should be able to do that. If you get that red wavy underline and if that stays, then that means you haven't set up that path correctly. Now, why am I still getting that? Allegro.h. That should go away in a minute. Let's just see if that builds. What's going on there? Possibly because it's searching that M drive and it's on a network share, it's taking a little bit longer to compile because I'm actually on my home computer. Yeah, there we go. It's going to compile okay. It will compile, but I've got an error here, and the reason why I'm going to have eventually an error when that finishes compiling is because every Allegro program needs to have the macro. Yeah, you'll get this fatal error, entry point must be defined. You need to include the macro end of main, like that. And now when I do a build, it will compile successfully. It may just take a little while to compile. Eventually when that compiles, I'll be able to hit F5 and that will run. So just to recap, you create your project, go to project properties. The entries you need to make are VC++ directories here. Make sure you make the setting for include directories, and it should be Allegro 442 MSVC 10.2 include And then you do the similar thing for library directories, but make sure it's this folder here with lib at the end of it. And then finally go to linker, input, and add this file here, which is Allegro 442 mdlib. And there are the three settings that you need to make Allegro programs compile with Visual Studio on the lab computers.